you know it's a bacteria, right? It's actually a rod-shaped bacteria. It's gram-negative. It's aerobic one, but it can survive and can multiply in anaerobic environment. It also has this fancy structure. It's here in the picture. It's called flagellum. I hope I pronounce it right. And it helps it to be mobile. So Pseudomonas is actually active, is moving, it's swimming. So when we can find it, actually Pseudomonas is everywhere in the environment. It's not some rare kind of dangerous bacteria you can find somewhere, I don't know, in hospital. It's actually everywhere. It especially loves water. We just learned it can swim, so it loves water, loves humid environment, and you can find it in seawater, in river water, in tap water, in bottles of drinking water. So in every kind of water, but also in soil, especially humid one, in every organic matter, in feces. So literally, Pseudomonas is everywhere. And just a bit of off topic, in humans, you usually get it, not usually, it's not the right word, it's very common to get it and to get infected in, for example, hot tubes. And there is a special term for that, like hot tube rash. You can see it here on the left, beautiful pustules. And swimmer ear, it's another term used for Pseudomonas otitis in humans that they get usually, you can guess, from swimming. And so infection is in swimming pools. And if you're talking about dogs, because I don't see cats with Pseudomonas otitis, right? So let's talk about dogs. This was a really interesting study. So they collected dogs with Pseudomonas otitis, a lot of dogs, you can see it, 77 dogs, and they sampled for bacterial culture the environment of these dogs. And they were looking for the same isolate of Pseudomonas that was causing this otitis. And very interesting findings. So the same strains from infected ears were found from these dogs' oral microflora. Other pets in the family, from their mouth, it could be found. It also can be found from pet owner mouth, from water bowls, the ones that were used for drinking for these dogs, right? And look at this, Pseudomonas, the same isolate, the same clone strain was found in water tubs. That means that they sampled this, how you call it, it's probably tap, right? Where we get the tap water. So they sampled out insides of it and found the same isolate. So Pseudomonas is everywhere. And just to show you a lately published article about finding Pseudomonas in grooming products. So it was mostly products like shampoos and conditioners from grooming salons, but also from private sources. And they sampled 117 different bottles. And they found Pseudomonas aeruginosa in 14 of them, in 12% of these bottles with grooming products. Interesting, right? Of course, mostly these products were diluted. I mean, most of these products where Pseudomonas was found were diluted, but not all of them. Some of them were just like original, used but not diluted with tap water or anything. So Pseudomonas is everywhere. And actually, don't consider Pseudomonas bacteria that you get from someplace, from environment, from swimming, or from going to the groomer salon. It's actually latest studies show that you can find Pseudomonas in absolutely healthy ears. It's simple picture. On the left you can see different bacteria that can be found in healthy ears. You can also compare it with the colors on the right side. So it's ears with inflamed ears, so dogs with otitis, and you can find that first of all, of course, healthy ears are having a lot of different types of bacteria, so diversity. And diseased ear, they are not so rich in different bacteria. But look at this dark blue color on the top. It's actually Pseudomonas. So you can find it, you can sample it from perfectly healthy ears. Yes, you can find it, and you will find it more in inflamed ears, but still you don't have to be infected. Maybe this Pseudomonas bacteria was there in your ear from the beginning. Interesting, right? So you may see this picture a lot in my lectures, and it's an iceberg. And Pseudomonas, or any infection, bacterial infection in ears, is secondary. That means it's just at the top of the iceberg, and more massive, more important, but maybe not seen from the first sight part of this iceberg is underwater, and this is primary underlying reason. So we will come back to this thought when we will talking about treatment, but remember, in order to get off Pseudomonas, it's not enough to kill Pseudomonas. You have to deal with this primary underlying reason, right? So Pseudomonas, it's not pleasant to have it, but it's still secondary infection.